Alright, so at this point we've talked about the various attributes that are available on the CMS tag that we're inserting through the box template. So now we're going to add a bit more complexity to this page. So typically you're not going to have just a page full of rows. You're going to have different regions of content that are going to be wired into different sections of the page. So in a blueprint layout, just the thing to keep in mind is that if you want multiple views organized together, you might need to put them inside another div or something like that. So to do it, I'm going to first take this information out of here, and I'm going to add a new view in here. Okay, so I'm going to call this my tools view inside. All right, because I'm probably going to add something over here. All right. In fact, we'll add another view here called CMS. And I'm going to put breadcrumb here. So this is another Ittrium view. I'm not going to specify anything for attributes here right now. I just want to get across the point. So I have two views. I have a tools view and I have a breadcrumb view. And then I've got some div that's outside that's wrapping this thing. So what we do with Ittrium is we're going to generate code just like we always do, but we're going to assign some real names to all these things so you can start seeing how they all fit together. So I'm going to export this to my output file. I'm going to open up Livewire and I'm going to generate my code. Alright, I'm going to actually return to my box diagram, and I'm going to take off the test code because that's going to just add more than we really need to see right now. In fact, I'll get rid of the layout as well. Okay, so it's going to be real simple. I've got a tools view, breadcrumb view, export. And by now you've noticed how easy it is to generate new code. So this will save you a ton of time because you just don't have to worry about the typos. Alright, and now when I return and look at it through my editor, what I've got is I've got my original, here's my body, here's the wrapper for my tool section, but remember I added a second view here. Well, the generation process is going to look for the first Ittrium view it can find, and it's going to use that name to identify the wrapper that's going to contain the other views. Alright? So I can open that up. So here's my container then, regular blueprint container, and here's my first row, span 24. And you'll notice here that now this div has got an ID on it called tools group. Alright, so it's basically the div, alright, that's wrapping whatever views are inside of it, and we've assigned the name of the view plus dash group to this ID. Alright, so these are all things that you can key off in your CSS. Alright, then I have my regular tools view and my breadcrumb view. Alright, so just to cover this again, if I want to group multiple views together in a wrapping div, just draw your first div, and then you can add any number of views to it. Alright, so they can be on top of each other, they can be beneath each other, it doesn't really matter. And then when you assign your CMS tags to these, the whole generation process will pull the information out of the tag and it will generate the code that you need here. Alright, and it's this code that we're going to be putting into our CSS to stylize this page. Alright, that's the end of lesson 4. Stay tuned for more.